So it's time for some changes here with the Nationals franchise. We gotta make some trades. And normally I wouldn't trade within the division, but in this case, I think this trade actually hurts our division foes more than it helps them. Carter Kieboom, Maikel Franco, trading for Edward Cabrera. And I'm not even talking about, oh, we win the trade, because we do, don't get me wrong, but Carter Kieboom can't hit a baseball. And he's a C potential, he's never gonna play. We're getting a guy like Edward Cabrera on the team. Our rotation in like 4 years is gonna be nasty. I mean, him, Jackson Rutledge, Cade Savali, my goodness. I mean, we are building for the future, obviously, here in Washington, and that's a trade that's gonna help us, and this is a trade that's gonna help us very much as well. Paulo Espino's not gonna pitch for our team. We're gonna give him and a double-A pitcher up for Nolan Gorman. I mean, the Cardinals will never need him because they've got Arenado. He's 21 years old. He's 62 overall, A potential. Yeah, welcome to the team. I mean, we are building for the future. We don't have a third baseman in the future right now. And since we traded both Franco and Kieboom, we have to go out and get a third baseman. And welcome back as Asdrubal Cabrera. I mean, this is what the Nationals do. We live in the past. We live in the past, and he was on the World Series team. Welcome to the team as Asdrubal Cabrera. And folks, if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more MLB 22 The Show here on the channel. Got Diamond Dynasty coming out later tonight. A lot of stuff here on the channel coming with MLB 22 The Show. So we're actually hanging in there. I mean, we're not doing horribly to start the year. I mean, we're around 500, which actually was better than I thought we were going to be. I really thought this team was going to suck this season, even though we're about to get swept by the Angels. We do. Met series here. We're going to win the first game. The second game, we are going to lose. Patrick Corbin sucks. And then we're going to lose the third. But we're going into this Astros series 17-21. Again, better than I thought we were going to be. We're going to try some things around here. We're going to try some things with this lineup. We're going to start as Asdrubal Cabrera, even though Luis Garcia and Alcides Escobar are the two normal starters on the left side of the infield. But we're going to give Asdrubal a shot at third today. He's really slow, so I don't want to put him in the middle infield. We're going to have Cesar Hernandez play short, and Luis Garcia is going to play second. Taking on the Astros, a very good team. They still got their guys, Kyle Tucker, Michael Brantley, Yordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman, Yuli Gurriel's there. I mean, they still have the solid core guys here in Houston. Let's see if we can win this one, though, at home, starting tonight for your Washington Nationals. This one's going to be an adventure. Welcome to the mound, Fettuccine, Eric Fetty. Okay, he's 0-5 so far this season. Again, records in pitching baseball don't mean anything, but 4.04 ERA, 35 and 2/3 innings. We'll see what happens. I mean, we just need to keep this game competitive with Fetty, and maybe we'll have a shot at winning. So Kyle Tucker comes up first on the 1-2 count. Fetty's going to deal that ball. It's going to get right to third. Welcome back to the Nationals. In the shift is Asdrubal Cabrera. That's going to be the first out of the game. Now coming up to the plate will be the AL All-Star and Michael Brantley. The DH on the 3-1 count hits one right on the ground, right to Luis Garcia. Again, Garcia's playing a lot of third. In the normal lineup, we'll probably be playing third because of Alcides Escobar. We'll move Cesar Hernandez back to second. The plan with this team, and I'll say it right now, as we're going to get Yordan Alvarez to absolutely whiff on the slurve, is to build up a lot of these veteran guys and then trade them at the deadline. I know it's not what every fan of a team wants to hear, but that's likely what we're going to do. And by the way, we're going to have to deal with this every single pitch. I mean, we got Luis Garcia in his funky motion. You got to rock the baby, and then you got to go back and forth. You got to do a dance on the mound. It's annoying. I mean, it's annoying. It makes the game take a very long time. And here on this pitch, we got Luis Garcia versus Luis Garcia, and our Luis Garcia is going to pop out on the slider, making it 2 outs in the inning. And now we'll check our Nationals lineup for tonight. You can see the averages right here. It's Hernandez, Garcia, Soto, Cruz, Bell, Cabrera, Stevenson, Ruiz, Robles. Ruiz still kind of sucks. Stevenson's hitting well in the 7th spot. He's only seeing righties because we're Blaine Thomas hitting against lefties. The thing is, the Nationals just dropped Andrew Stevenson in real life. That makes zero sense. They kept Gerardo Parra, and I love Gerardo Parra, and I love the energy he brings to the Nationals, but why they kept him over Stevenson doesn't make any sense to me. Andy Steve's going to get a shot on a different team in the MLB, and he's probably going to do very well for them. By the way, Juan Soto is going to pick up a hit on that batter previously, and now Nelson Cruz is going to draw the walk, putting runners on first and second for Josh Bell. He's a reader, the leader of the Buck Club on the 1-1, hits one right on the ground. It's going to be a play made by Yuli Gurriel. But talking more about the future of this Nationals team, I know we're 17-21, and technically we're only like 3 games out of first place in the NL East because no one's really putting themselves apart from the pack right now in the division, which is okay as Altuve is going to bloop one into center field, picking up a leadoff single for Houston. But the plan for this team, I really think, is we got to build up these veteran guys like a Cesar Hernandez, because I like Hernandez, and I'm glad, he's doing well leading off for this team. Is Soto, we got to catch that ball in right field, dude. And he's going to be safe. Runners on first and second, no outs. We'll talk about the future in just a second here because we need to get out of this jam. Gurriel comes up in the 2-2 count. He'll fly one deep in the air. Going back on in right field is Juan Soto. Runner, though, will tag from second to third. And yes, Altuve will be at third base. So runners at the corners with 1 out. Let's see if Fetty can get out the spot. Diaz up on the 1-2 count. Hits one up the middle. And the Astros are on the board first here in the top of the second. They go up 1-0 here against the Washington Nationals. And now the center fielder and Chas McCormick comes up on the 2-1 count. He puts one on the ground. Eric Fetty, we gotta go. Hurry up, Fetty. Garcia to first to Bell. McCormick's gonna beat up the throw. So runners stay at the corners. 2 outs. Jason Castro on the full count. Swing and a miss on the slurve by Fetty. He only gives up 1 in the top of the second. Let's go hit now in the bottom of the second inning, starting with Asdrubal Cabrera. And even Cabrera's a guy, like, I know no one was signing him in free agency, but if we can move him at the deadline for any prospect, I'll be happy about that. And it really it just depends on how good this team is at the trade deadline. I mean, if we're like 5 games out, I'm not going to be a team that's going to be buying at the deadline, because obviously we're the Nationals. I mean, I think this team needs a lot of time to build. We're trading for prospects like today. We traded for Edward Cabrera and Nolan Gorman. Those are 2 guys in 3 years that are going to be big staples of this franchise. And even this guy in Keibert Ruiz, who's not playing incredibly well, and I'm even thinking about moving him back down to Rochester in AAA just so, you know, he can get more development and we can bring in a guy like, I don't know, an old catcher, or we can just start Riley Adams, because we're not really trying to win the season per se. I mean, yeah, we're trying to be competitive and improve a lot of these young guys, but we're not trying to be a World Series contender. So, I mean, if we're like 5 games back at the deadline, again, I'm not going to essentially buy, but I mean, maybe we can look to move at some spots and improve at some positions. But again, I think this team in like 4 years is going to be really good. And I know it's not what anyone wants to hear out of a franchise, but like, we're going to be really good in a couple years. Like, Jordan Alvarez is striking out to Eric Fetty, and is Fetty the future here? I don't know, but we're getting out of innings against the Astros, and we're playing pretty well so far in this game. We just got to get the bats going. And if we can build a team around Juan Soto, obviously Nelson Cruz is likely going to get dealt at the deadline, unless, again, we're close to the division or close to the wild card. We'll probably say goodbye to Cruz. I think we're going to keep Bell. I just really like Josh Bell. I think he's going to be a big part of this team in the future. And Cesar Hernandez picking up a base hit right here, moving that trade value up. I mean, Hernandez needs to have a big season so we can really move him. Garcia now in the 1-1. It's the Luis Garcia versus Luis Garcia matchup, and that ball's going to get away from Jason Castro behind the dish. So Hernandez is going to go take second. Big spot right now for Luis Garcia. Both of them on the 1-2, and our Luis Garcia is going to hit one into center field. That's going to tie up this game here in the bottom of the third. Huge hit for Luis Garcia, and a huge play by Cesar Hernandez to get over on that ball in the dirt. And now Juan Soto on the 1-1 is going to blast one to right field. Soto only with 3 home runs so far in the season, which is kind of concerning. We need those power numbers to be up, but he's still batting about 300. And now Nelson Cruz on the 2-1. Is going to get popped up on the inside fastball. At short to take it will be Diaz. 2 gone in the inning, but now we give a shot to our guy, the leader of Josh Bell's book club, Josh Bell in the 3-2. And that one's going to be flied out again, or popped out again to Diaz. That'll do it for the bottom of the third inning. But the Nationals tied this game up at 1, heading into the top of the fourth, thanks to the Nationals' own Luis Garcia picking up a hit over Luis Garcia. Alex Bregman's going to pop out on the slurve to start off at the top of the fourth. Josh Bell is there to put him away. 1 gone now for Yuli Gurriel. 2-2 count, hits one right back to the mound. Look at the play by Eric Fetty. The spin, the no look, and he just decides, I don't want to throw the baseball. I don't really want to. So runner gets on first thanks to the mental error by Fetty, and now that ball is going to be flying to right field. Diaz is on with a 1-out single, and if that Fetty error really comes back to bite us in the ass, that'll be disappointing. I mean, 2-2 count out to Chas McCormick. He'll stare at a slurve. Down and away by Fetty. 2 gone in the inning now for Jason Castro. 2-1 count. Hits one on the ground at Cesar Hernandez. 2 is right, getting it. Cross body. Gets it to Josh Bell. What a play by Hernandez as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning as Asdrubal Cabrera up first on the 1-2 count. Staring at a circle change by Luis Garcia. 1 down in the inning after the strikeout. Andy Steve up on the 2-1. Stevenson gets a good right into that cutter, but that ball will be caught in right field by Kyle Tucker. 2 down now for Keibert Ruiz, and you walk Keibert Ruiz. Y'all just basically walked a free out. Lets us turn the lineup over because, you know, this guy's not getting the hit, even though that ball is going to get away from Castro behind the dish. So Robles gets a shot at the runner in scoring position. The problem is it's Victor Robles. So, you walked him. Y'all really walked 2 back-to-back outs, and now we get Hernandez, who's swinging the bat really well right now. 1-2 count for Cesar. He's landing the fastball. That one, though, might bleed out, and it will. It's going to get down. Y'all really walked. Oh, no, Victor Robles. Oh, my goodness. I should have kept him at second, but we're just going to blame that on Victor Robles to drive this narrative that guy sucks. Oh my goodness, it's still 1-1. I mean, we should have scored. Cesar Hernandez is killing the baseball, even though he barely hit it right there. He basically just makes a 2-1 game, and now we're still stuck at 1-1, and here goes Michael Brantley into left field. That ball's going to fall before Andrew Stevenson got there. My goodness, Victor Robles. I mean, I don't know what team that's trying to contend as Robles is going to track down that ball in center field, putting away Jordan Alvarez. I don't know what team that's contending is going to want Victor Robles to the deadline, but honestly, I don't care because if we're being honest, any team that's trying to contend probably doesn't want Robles as Hernandez is going to throw that ball away to Luis Garcia. They're going to get on with an error. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Big opportunity for Alex Bregman. He puts one into right, but no, Luis Garcia is going to take it away. So we get out the inning. It's still 1-1, even though we should be up by 1. But anyways, our Luis Garcia coming up now on the 1-2 count. Going to hit one into center field. A ball will be caught, though, by Chas McCormick. So I don't know what team at the deadline is going to want Victor Robles, but I'm trying to move on. Like, the guy's not very good. Like, yeah, you can kind of feel this. Juan Soto is going to walk. He's 2 for 2 with the walk now in this game as Nelson Cruz comes up on the full count. Cruz is going to walk. So back-to-back walks now for the Nats. Runners on first and second, and that's going to do it for Luis Garcia. End of the game will be Jake Odorizzi. ERA of 3.38 so far in the season for him. 18 2/3 have been pitched over 7 appearances. This is a huge spot right now for Josh Bell. Let's get the job done. On the 1-1 count, Bell from the left side of the plate puts one straight in the ground. It's going to be tough for Altuve to turn it, so he moves the runners over. I mean, it's equivalent of a bunt. We just got to get some guys in. Come on, Asdrubal Cabrera on the splitter right down the middle. He's just going to miss it. We head to the 6th inning, still tied at 1. Is Fetty going another one? He's not. Welcome back, Tanner Rainey. He's been called up from AAA Rochester because we made the trade with Franco and Kieboom, and we needed a guy to come up, so it's Tanner Rainey. On the 2-2 counter, actually, Espino's gone. That's why. Rainey's going to force a ground out right there. And the thing with Tanner Rainey is, like, yeah, he throws hard, but he can't control the slider to save his life. And dudes just hit bombs off him. If you don't watch Nationals games, that's what Tanner Rainey is going to bring you. Like, fastballs, but probably fastballs right down the middle. And if he can't control the fastball, he just walks everyone around the bases. As he's going to get Chas McCormick to strike out on the slider. Rainey, though, has always been good in the show. I think I had him on the Angels last year. He was really damn good for us because he throws hard and the slider's kind of nasty. But when you're giving up big shots in the gap to Jason Castro, that's not what we're looking for here with the Nationals. That ball's going to get down. They're going to send a runner to the plate. Can we get there with Luis Garcia? Good throw on the relay, but yeah, I mean, Gurriel's going to get there. It's a 2-1 game. Thanks, Tanner Rainey. As Kyle Tucker comes up in the 2-2 count, swing and a miss on the slider in. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning, down by 1. Andrew Stevenson going to come up first as Jake Odorizzi still in the ball game, striking out Andy Steve on the 75-mile-an-hour curveball. 1 down for Keibert Ruiz. Keibert Ruiz still going to hit one to right field. Oh, he got a hit. Oh, we need to do a celebrate. We need to do the dance party in the dugout with the Nationals just because Keibert Ruiz got a hit. Again, he's probably going to go back down to AAA in the very near future if he keeps struggling, but that's a huge hit for him, bringing on Victor Robles, and with the runner on second, we're just going to bunt him over. I mean, one thing that Robles does do, like, sort of well is bunt, even though if you watch Nats games in real life, especially during the COVID year, he could not bunt to save his life, but runners to the corners, 1 out, big spot for Cesar Hernandez. He does it again. Victor Robles, just don't run yourself into an out right here, and we've tied the game up at 2. Hernandez comes up clutch again. This game should be 3-2, but Cesar Hernandez is killing the baseball right now. He's doing very well for this Nats squad, and he, we're trying to sell that guy for contenders in the MLB. As Luis Garcia is going to pop out into center field, we're not going to test the arm right there of McCormick with Victor Robles. We're just making sure that our guy, Juan Soto, gets a shot on the 1-1 count. He's 2 for 2 in this game, and 1 hits one right to short. It's going to be played well by the Astros. We have tied this game up, though, at 2, thanks to Cesar Hernandez. We go to the 7th inning. Will Harris comes out to pitch for the Nationals against his former team in the Astros. ERA of 4.73 for him. Again, everyone forgets this guy's still on the Nats because he's always hurt, but here you go. He'll see Michael Brantley first in the 1-1 count. Going to try to jam him on the cutter, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Brantley's going to pop that one out to third. There to make the play will be our guy in Asdrubal Cabrera, and then he's going to strike out Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez can't catch up to 92 on the cutter. 2 gone in the inning for Jose Altuve. Swing and a miss. That's a bad swing by Altuve. Harris is going to get him on the curveball, and we move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Time to stretch, but let's get the job done. Odorizzi still pitching against Nelson Cruz. High fly ball on the fastball by Cruz. He just missed it. I mean, he just missed it. Chas McCormick's there for the first out of the inning. Josh Bell comes up on the 1-2. He's 0 for 3 in this game, and Bell is going to make it 0 for 4, grounding out right to short. There to make the play will be Diaz. 2 down in the inning for Asdrubal Cabrera. The switch hitting third baseman / second baseman / shortstop comes up on the 3-2, and Cabrera's going to draw the walk, moving the lineup over, giving a shot to Andrew Stevenson, who, I mean, Andy Steve can hit, kinda. That ball might get down the slider in. Just bleed out for me right here. Now it's going to be caught. We go to the top of the 8th inning, tied still at 2. In the pitch now for the Nats will be Steve Cishek, who's pitching really well so far this season. 6 1/3, 7 games pitched, ERA of 1.42. It's a huge spot right here. Let's get the job done. Let's move it to the 9th inning. Alex Bregman going to ground out to his opposing third baseman right there. It is Asdrubal Cabrera, 1 down in the inning. Now to the plate will be Yuli Gurriel, who's only batting .225 this season. By the way, Bregman's batting .347 so far, which is kind of insane. I know I saw the bottom of the sports ticker right there that Luis Roberts batting .380, which is kind of insane. There's going to be a 1-out single, though, for Houston, but they're going to test the arm of Keibert Ruiz, and he's in there. So they really just stole with Yuli Gurriel. Now Diaz comes up, he'll strike out on the slider. That's cool. We got to get the out right now, and Chas McCormick, 3-1 count. Cishek deals. That will be a ground out to Luis Garcia. The Nats move to the bottom of the 8th inning, still tied at 2. Pitching now for the Astros will be Ryan Stanek. ERA of 1.65 over 16 1/3 innings. He's been pitching really good baseball so far for the Astros. Been a really solid guy at the pen for them this year. As Keeper Ruiz just can't catch up to 90 and the fastball up. 1 down in the inning now for Victor Robles. On the 1-2 count, I mean, what do you expect? Robles, run! Oh my goodness, it's dropped third and he just doesn't run. Why are you jogging? Nah, this guy's got to go. He has got to go. I mean, the amount of problems we're having with Victor Robles, this guy has got to go. Bro, he could have beat it out. Hernandez is going to walk. We'd have runners on first and second right now for Luis Garcia with only 1 out. Garcia on the 2-1. Pitch high. Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay. Hernandez got a horrible jump, but we wouldn't even needed to do that if Robles could have just ran that one out in the drop third. To the top of the 9th we had, here comes Sean Doolittle, the only lefty out of our pen. ERA of 0 so far, over 5 1/3 innings. He's going to see a bunch of lefties right here. Let's just get it out the inning. Jason Castro is going to strike on the fastball up. Doolittle still got it, maybe? I mean, he didn't have a good season the last 2 years, but you know, Kyle Tucker's going to ground out right there on the curveball. Luis Garcia going to make his play. 2 down in the inning. To the plate now will be the 2 spot for the Astros. It will be Michael Brantley. Another lefty-lefty matchup. Doolittle just got to get out of it. And again, another rollover by the Astros. Sean Doolittle, 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Up to the plate, Luis Garcia on the 1-2. Ryan Presley now pitching for the Stros. That one's going to be bounced to Jose Altuve. Garcia, oh, he was close, but he does not beat it out. Juan Soto gets a shot to walk it off now on the 1-1. Soto on the fastball down, just didn't get all of it. It was an outside fastball down and away. It will be caught in center field by Chas McCormick. 2 down in the inning now for Nelson Cruz. On the 2-2 count, Cruz gets a high break and slurve right over the middle of the plate, and Cruz will put that one easily into left field. Not going to try to stretch that one into 2 because, you know, Cruz is 42 years old and got 14 speed, but it gives Josh Bell now a shot in the 3-1 count. Oh, that might have been ball 4 instead. Bell tries to completely turn on that inside fastball. He'll fly out into right field, and what is Bell doing at first? We've got extra innings here in the nation's capital, and now Yordan Alvarez is up first on the 1-1. He's 0 for 4. Make that 0 for 5. When you can really limit a guy like Yordan Alvarez and neutralize his power, that's huge, especially when you're playing the Astros. And Sean Doolittle did his job. I mean, he did his job today, striking out and getting out a bunch of these lefties. It makes way for Carl Edwards Jr. He's got an ERA of 3.38 so far this season with 8 games and 8 innings pitched. So Jose Altuve at first in the 1-2. We're going to get him to strike out, but that's what happens when you actually run out the drop thirds. Victor Robles, they taught you this in Little League, bro. So Altuve's on with 1 out. Alex Bregman comes up on the 1-1 count. He just flares one in the right field. Juan Soto thankfully is under it. We got to make play 1. There you go. So 2 down in the inning. Giving a shot now to, of course, Nico Goodrum, who's pinch hitting. The switch hitter on the 1-2 from the Detroit Tigers is going to sneak one right past Cesar Hernandez at short. So runners on first and second. Up to the plate. Diaz on the 3-1 high fastball. Oh, Carl Edwards will get out of the jam. That was basically, I mean, that's not really on Ruiz for not catching that or blocking that curveball. Anyways, we go to the bottom of the 10th inning, tied at 2. As Drew Cabrera's get hit one to first, it's bobbled by Nico Goodrum, but Goodrum still's all day to throw the baseball over to first because Cabrera is slow and old. So 1 down in the inning for Andrew Stevenson. Stevenson up the middle. Ryan Presley, though, is just going to get a glove on it. That sucks. 2 down in the inning. Keibert Ruiz, who does have a double in this game, on the 3-2, gets popped out on the fastball in on the hands. Who will take it? It will be Jose Altuve at second base, who, by the way, we have in Diamond Dynasty, so be on the lookout for Diamond Dynasty coming on the channel. Really excited to play that. Have a lot of stuff going up with that. Carl Edwards stays up on the bump for Chas McCormick on the 3-2 count. That ball's going to be ground out to second. Garcia DeBell, 1 down in the inning. Now for Jason Castro on the 2-1 count. Castro, hard hit ball left field. Andrew Stevenson's got to run a mile out there to the warning track. Stevenson is there. Andy Steve, a tremendous fielder, is going to pick up the second out the inning. And now Kyle Tucker comes up in the 2-2. Ball is hit through the shift into the gap. Tucker is on with a 2-out single, and that will likely do it for Carl Edwards Jr. Just need to get a new arm up, and it will be Kyle Finnegan. He is our closer who's got deep potential, but still, ERA of nothing so far. 12 opportunities for saves. 12 saves have been pitched. We just need to get out the inning here with Finnegan as he's going to walk Michael Brantley. Trouble. But Yordan Alvarez is 0 for 5 in this game on the 3-2 count. Make it 0 for 6. Alvarez with the ground out to Luis Garcia. Kyle Finnegan gets out of one. We now head to the bottom of the 11th. Hector Neris pitching for the Stros. The Nationals played really well against him when he was still with the Phillies. Let's get some bombs right now. Let's put this game away. But the problem is Victor Robles up first. Yeah, he's not catching up to anything. 95, 92, 89. Robles can't catch up to a fastball. 1 down in the inning for Cesar Hernandez, who's 3 for 4. Trying to make it 4 for 5, but I think Jose Altuve is going to have something to say about that. Oh, Hernandez almost beat it out. It'll be the second out of the inning. To the plate now, Luis Garcia on the 1-1 count. Garcia hits one into right field. base runner on for Juan Soto. All Juan's got to do is put one in the gap, and we got to pray Garcia can get around the base paths. 3-2 count for Soto. Oh, Hector Neris is going to get that fastball inside. Good pitch. Soto just doesn't turn on it. We go to the top of the 12th. Kyle Finnegan striking out Jose Altuve on the slider. 1 down in the inning for Alex Bregman. He's 1 for 5 in this game. It'll stay that way because of the walk. So 1 out base runner on for Nico Goodrum. Goodrum is 1 for 1 in this game after coming in a pinch hit, and he'll be 2 for 2. I mean, doing your job off the bench in a day and age where bench players aren't all that useful in the MLB anymore. So runners on first and second, 1 out. Diaz comes up, infield fly. Huge out right there. Absolutely huge. 2 down in the inning. To the plate is Chas McCormick on the 1-1 and hit one up the middle, but Luis Garcia takes it away. Oh, a huge play again by Luis Garcia. We go to the bottom of the 12th inning. Nelson Cruz up first, and my goodness, Hector Neris is going to make Nelson Cruz look silly on that splitter down. That was horrible. I mean, Cruz has seen some things in the majors, but that was a horrible swing. Josh Bell in the 1-2 count will get around that splitter, hitting one to second base. Down he goes because Jose Altuve is going to make the play at 2 down in the inning. Asdrubal Cabrera going to try to keep us out of a 13-inning game. He'll line one in the right field, and oh my goodness, Asdrubal Cabrera puts the splitter in the gap. He's slow as dirt, but he'll get on to second base. Runner in scoring position now for Andrew Stevenson. We got to pinch run Cabrera here. I mean, we got to get a fast runner on base paths. It will be Lane Thomas. You'll see what we're going to do with the situation in a second. But Thomas will be on second now for Andy Steve on the 1-2. Stevenson puts a fly in the fastball, but right to a guy in center field. McCormick's there, and now we got some, managerial stuff to do. We're going to put Alcides Escobar not at third base. We're going to switch him to short. We're going to put Garcia over at third. Hernandez is going to go to second. Thomas will stay in the game, and Victor Robles get the hell out of the baseball game. So Austin Vogt's now going to pitch. ERA 5.40 so far on the season. He'll see Jason Castro first in the 1-2. Vogt isn't the greatest, but he's going to force a terrible swing at a Castro right there in the slur bin. 1 down in the inning now for the top of the order. Up the plate comes Kyle Tucker. Huge at bat right here. 2-2 count. My goodness, see you later. Vogt is going to get him on the splitter down. 2 gone in the inning for Michael Brantley on the 2-1 count. Vogt is going to deal. Brantley hits one hard, but right to Juan Soto. To the bottom of the 13th, we now head. New pitcher in the game for the Astros is Christian Javier. ERA of 3.72 so far in the year. 13 games pitched, 19 1/3. Let's see what happens. Keibert Ruiz up first in the 3-2 count. Terrible pitch. We'll take the walk easily. You just walked an automatic out. Now hitting in the 9 spot, it is Alcides Escobar, of course, coming in for Victor Robles. Alcides in the right field, though it will be caught. I don't care. He's still a better hitter at this point of his career than Victor Robles probably ever will be. Cesar Hernandez down the 2-2, stares at strike 3 and the fastball up and in. 2 down for Luis Garcia. High fastball on the 1-1. Garcia into right. That ball gets through. Soto's on with runners on first and second. Let's end this game. 1-2 count. Juan Soto hits one hard. Oh, straight to first. Nico Goodrum's going to make the catch. And we go to the top of the 14th inning. Yordan Alvarez is 0 for 6. He'll now be 0 for 7. Terrible game for him. Luis Garcia is going to put him away at third. 1 down in the inning. By the way, Austin Vogt is still pitching to Jose Altuve. Altuve hits one high in the air. Right field. Juan Soto, though, going back on it, and he will make the play. 2 down in the inning. Out comes Alex Bregman. Vogt will pitch to him on the full count. Bregman, though, going to hit one right to third. Straight to Luis Garcia. See you later. To the bottom of the 14th inning. Hitting now for the Nats will be Nelson Cruz. Christian Javier is still pitching, and goodbye on the sweeping curve. Really nice pitch by Christian Javier. 1 down now for Josh Bell. He's 0 for 6. Trying not to go 0 for 7 like Yordan is, but he will be 0 for 7. So both power hitters for both these teams in Yordan Alvarez and Josh Bell are both 0 for 7. Lane Thomas' first at bat of the game is a strikeout. To the 15th inning we now go. Austin Vogt's pitching to Nico Goodrum. Goodrum now 2 for 3 in this game. Oh, he's pissed. Throwing the splitter away, or throwing the bat away after the splitter. Diaz comes up and he'll walk. So runner up first with 1 out for Chas McCormick, the center fielder on the 1-2 count. Vogt will deal. Balls on the ground. Garcia over to Hernandez. Hernandez to Bell. We get out the inning. To the bottom of the 15th, can we score a damn run? This is why they put the damn extra innings base runner rule into effect. Don't get me wrong, I hated that rule, so I'm glad we're doing this, but Blake Taylor's got an ERA of 7.43 on the year. That's horrible. Lefty, Andrew Stevenson. Stevenson doesn't care, because he'll put a fastball in the left field. He's on with the leadoff single. Big play right there by Andrew Stevenson. Gotta get him to second any way possible. Keibert Ruiz on the 1-1. We're going to steal with, Stevenson and Ruiz on the hit and run. Puts one into left field. Runners in the corners. No outs. Alcides Escobar, all you got to do is put a ball in play basically past the pitcher. Oh, it's a swinging bunt. Come on. I mean, we're going to advance with the Ruiz. Everyone's safe. But for the Stros, it's actually good because you get a force out at home. Anyways, Cesar Hernandez has been swinging the bat really well on the 3-1 count. Hernandez, that ball's going to get through. Oh, that's going to be a game winner. Cesar Hernandez is going to win it for the Nationals. They're going to mob Stevenson up the plate. And the Washington Nationals win this one in 15 innings over the Houston Astros. They win this ball game by a score of 3-2. What a victory. The Nats now improved to a record in the regular season of 18 wins and 21 losses. As for the Houston Astros, they now fall to 20-19, 16 hits in the day for the Nationals, only 3 runs to show for it, but still, it's a huge victory for Washington, picking up the win here at home. They beat the Houston Astros 3-2. Blake Taylor is going to take the loss after the hit by Stevenson in the left field. The hit and run by Keibert Ruiz. We shit on Keibert Ruiz a lot here on the channel, but my goodness, what an at-bat for him, keeping the game alive and putting Stevenson at third base. And then Alcides Escobar did his thing, swinging bunt, and then for the game winner, Cesar Hernandez, keeping that trade value moving up, is going to pick up the walk-off single. And folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 3 of the Washington Nationals franchise mode here on MLB22 The Show. Be on the lookout for a bunch more MLB22 The Show here on the channel. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure to follow us on all socials, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. Follow the Shorts channel as well. Again, folks, thank you for watching, and Mamba forever.